Today we're going to do a drawing of a squirrel, and this was a request from my friend Lucy. So Lucy, I hope you like it. Today the materials that we're going to need are a sketchbook or your paper, an eraser and a pencil if you're using an eraser and a pencil. I'll be drawing in Sharpie. If you do use the pencil, you can go back and outline it later. The colors that I'm going to use, and of course you can be creative and use whatever you would like, I am using a dark brown, a medium brown, and a tan. And I also have red for one little special part. Okay? At any moment, if I'm going too fast, just pause the video and you can go and start it when you're ready. Okay, before we start with any pencil or pen, we always mark it out. So we know our squirrel is going to have a head, a body, and a big tail. Now the tail in this drawing is going to be on this side of our paper. So I'm going to shift my head and body a little bit over, not too much, just a little. My paper is kind of small. If you have a bigger paper, you can draw bigger, whatever size you want, and then you can add things later or have it just be a picture of a squirrel, okay? So we're gonna break the squirrel down into simple shapes that hopefully we can follow along and create one that looks a little bit cartoony and a little bit realistic. We're mixing those styles together. All right, let's go. So in this area, we're gonna start with our head. So like I said, we're not gonna do it right in the middle because we do need some room for our tail. We're not gonna do it too far over because then our legs won't have any space. So we're gonna go kind of right off to the side a little bit. And we're gonna start with the shape of our circle for our head. Great. Circle for the head. Next thing we're gonna do is the body. I'm not gonna start it right here. You can, that's one style. I'm gonna start up a little bit, just to give my squirrel a little bit of the shoulders looking like they're behind the head. The head is forward a little bit. So from here, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna do an oval, and in, and I'm going to do the oval shape. Excellent. Now I'm going to give my squirrel the legs. So down here, I'm going to give a little rainbow and a little rainbow. I'm gonna kind of bring them down. They're kind of going off to the side. And I'm gonna have them angle in, angle in. I'm gonna give myself a big foot, a big foot. And I'm not gonna connect here. I'm gonna have them kind of go in and back up, and in and back up. So they're on the side there. Next, I want to bring in my arms. So my arms are gonna be holding something later. So I'm planning on that. So here, I'm going to go where my chin is, and I'm gonna go over and in. Where my chin is, over and in. Over here, I'm gonna go down and over. Here, I'm gonna go down and over. Now I have my cute little arms that are gonna be holding something. What do you think it's holding? Probably a nut, right? So let's do that. So here, we're gonna give ourselves a little mini smile, and we're gonna have it curve up and curve up. Excellent. Have it go straight and go straight. Good. Go past the arms and past the arms. Excellent. A little mini smile. Cute. Up on either side. Great. Another little mini smile. Good. A little stem. And now we have the nut. This hand, if you would like, could go holding that nut. And this one too. Nice job. Okay, let's continue with our cute little squirrel. So now we're gonna start to add parts of the face. So let's do the ears. So our squirrel's ears are gonna be going up. So let's do it up on one side, up on the other side. And then curve it down and curve it down. We're gonna show the inside and the outside of the ear. So from this corner, you're gonna do a little line, and from this corner, a little line. Great job. So now we wanna start to show some of the details of our squirrel. So at the top between here, we wanna have it have this jaggedy little hair, because squirrels have that wild hair sometimes. So you're gonna have it kind of curl into that area. So just make an unusually wobbly patch right there. In the center right here, I want you to do a little mini rainbow. Great. From that rainbow, we're going to go up and over to one side and up and over to the other side. This is in the halfway mark of our face, or a little bit lower. It's fine. Great. Now below this little rainbow, I would like you to do a little smile. And there's his nose. You're going to do a little line down, not much. And on each side, you're going to go up and up, like our smile. You're going to connect it down, making kind of a big space in there. And you're going to do edges on either side. Excellent. In the middle, I want you to do a square. Perfect. And underneath, let's just do a little line under that square. You can barely see it. Cute. Now we have a space for our eyes. Now since this is kind of cartoon-like, we're going to do our dots, but we're going to make them kind of big. So you're going to do a big circle and a big circle. You're going to do a little square in the corner, a little square in the corner. Those are our highlights. Let's give a little square in the corner on the nose. Great. And if you're using Sharpie or even pencil, you could color those in now, including the nose, but leave that little highlight. You can also color behind that square, but leave the square. It's the cute little teeth. Good job. Okay, so now we have to do the tail. So the tail, we want it to go bushy and go off to the side, right? So let's create some spots for that to make it easier. It's gonna go from not the middle of the head, but off to the side. So put a little dot there. Good. It's gonna connect not on the bottom of our foot, but near the bottom of our foot. Put a dot there. Excellent. It has to go higher than our ear and over to the side. So let's put a dot over there. Woo, so far. And let's go to the corner here, kind of down where our shoulders might be, and not under that, but over, and let's put a little dot there. We're creating a dot to dot for our tail. Let's try it. Let's create a rainbow shape from this dot to that dot, a half a rainbow. Excellent. From there, I want you to put a line that curves down, just a little bit. Great. From this shape over to this shape, we're gonna do a rainbow that goes up, curves in, and goes out. Excellent. So from here, it was a rainbow over to the dot, a line down and in. From this, it's up even higher, rainbow, curve in, and curve back out to that dot. Good job. So we have to get down here now, but we don't want to do a straight line or a diagonal line. We want this to look like a curvy tail. So from here, I want you to go over and up. I want you to go around and down. So you go over and up, curve and stop. In and out, stop. Now you get to get a little bit wobbly. So to do that, you're gonna get to come down, in, done. Great. So now we get to add a few little extras to make our little squirrel come to life. Let's give it cute little eyebrows. Great. Let's give it a shadow on the tail. So from this little corner, imagine it comes up and then stop right here. And imagine it's going to hit just in the middle of the thigh. So the middle of the thigh is going to hit, and it's going to start here. It's going to follow this line, okay? So you can go up and curve in, and hit. This is the underside of the tail, which will be a different color. Good job. We have a few more details and we're ready to color. The little feet, little rainbow, going that way. A little rainbow, going that way. And last but not least, our sweet little jaggedy part of the belly. So to do that, we want to take a shape here, kind of where there would be a neck, and curve in, and here, and curve in. Our arms are in front of it, so we need to stop. pretend that we draw, but then continue over here. Now, this little jaggedy part and that little jaggedy part, we want to show here too. So we're going to bring this down and do a couple little jaggities. Pretend you draw, but don't draw, corner, and then connect it with a couple jaggities. So now we have these shapes and these shapes. So we have all of our little highlights. Let's check and see if we need anything else on our squirrel. I think it looks pretty good. I think we can color. So we're going to start with the tan. It could be a very, very light brown, a cream, something that's very light. And we're going to go in and do some of our highlights. Inside of the ears. Little patch on the forehead. This cute little cheeks to store all the nuts. I need those cheeks to get nice and chubby. This inside part, going around the nut, not on the arms, but down here. Now, if by accident you end up coloring on the arms or something like that, it's not a big deal. This is the lighter color, so you can always color over it. But we're trying to stay in the areas that we designated to be light. And last is this shape. This underside of our tail. Now I'm using markers, but you can use anything you want. And like I said, you could even change the color. All right, so now we're gonna move on to our browns. I asked you to get a light brown and a medium brown, or a dark brown and a medium brown. For the dark brown, I'm going to just outline first the shape. Now, you can color the whole squirrel in this shape, or you can add the light brown. We'll see how it looks, and you can decide. But either way, outlining always helps. So we're giving ourselves a little outline. In dark brown. Now see how I'm kind of doing a messy outline? That's great. You don't want it to be too detailed and perfect. This kind of gives it a nice feel to it. So don't be afraid to just scribble your outline in a little bit. I think that's pretty good. Now, you could color the whole thing in with this dark brown, or you could try a lighter brown. Mine isn't that much lighter, but it does add a little bit of a difference in color. And that is all up to you. So I go back around, and I add in where my dark brown will go. Because my dark brown is darker than my tan, you want to be a little bit careful when you get to your highlight areas. Great. Okay, just color on in. You can always leave white spots if you'd like, or you don't have to. Whatever you would like. And like I said, if you use a different color, it's completely fine. You just want to make sure the lightest color is on the ears, tail, belly, cheeks. The darkest color is your outline, and the medium color you color in. So if you were making a purple squirrel or a pink squirrel, just make sure the lights and darks line up. All right, color in this cute tail. And our squirrel is almost done. How you doing, Lucy? All right. How you doing, Lucy's friends? Okay, we have almost colored all our spots. I'm going to take this brown and outline my little my little tail here, just so it has a little bit of brown in it. Last thing is that cute little nut. What color are those nuts? The top is dark. And the bottom is kind of tan, but I don't want it to be exactly the same as my body. So I'm going to do that with a couple lines. And I think our squirrel is done. I hope you liked it, Luce. Bye.